Bitcoin, meanwhile, crossing back above the $103,000 mark today to hit its highest level since late January. It's up 6% this week, and it's up 25% over the past month. How much from the lows did you say?
35 since the beginning of April.
35% from the lows, and once again a tell for the broader markets. So, are we approaching a technical level where some of the other key cryptos begin to also kind of participate more in this run-up? Let's bring in Michael Bucella. He's a managing partner and co-founder at Neoclassic Capital. Mike, best strategies for the novice, forget it, for the experienced investor, for anyone who's wondering what you do with crypto here.
Sure. Best strategies. That's a tough one. I would say keep it simple. I feel like I say this every time I'm on the program, but dollar cost average, compound over time. You don't want to call a cycle. This is an exciting time. I think there's a lot happening in the Bitcoin ecosystem between the plethora of public companies. So you saw Tether and Cantor and SoftBank announced 21 Capital. BTC Inc. Also announced a new public Bitcoin holding company. The number of Solana-based strategy companies that are in the public markets now. So I think keep it simple. Buy yourself some Bitcoin, buy yourself some ETH and tier one alts like Solana, AVAX, and then buy out a long tail of crypto assets. And I think I'm going to stop. I'll pause there.
Why do you think Bitcoin has been so strong and continues to be kind of a leading indicator for what's going on with risk, even while some of the riskier parts of crypto themselves don't enjoy the same kind of upside?
Bitcoin has always been a leading indicator of where risk assets will go. So this is generally a positive skewed market for Bitcoin. I think specifically to Bitcoin, what's happening is where's the buying coming from? And so again, you have these publicly listed entities that are consistent buyers of Bitcoin. You have one of the most profitable companies in the world, Tether, that continues to use profits to buy Bitcoin. Tether is what the insurance business was for asset management. It's becoming one of the largest balance sheets out there. You have states, so New Hampshire, Arizona, potentially Oregon, who are now adopting digital asset holding frameworks that are going into law. You have sovereign states. I was in Dubai last week. The UAE, alongside many other nations, are buying Bitcoin as a reserve asset. So you have demand coming from there, and then where do you see supply consolidating?
Very similar to gold, I was going to say, where we see kind of this huge institutional and kind of central bank buying that's been a big part of the story. Does that keep going, though, or does that run out at some point?
Digital and physical gold have worked quite well. So I think the Swiss are doing well between the franc and gold. That's been a good trade for everybody and Bitcoin all around. So I think that trade should continue. I mean, it's all momentum oriented. So as long as there's more adoption, more establishment of these as reserves, the other side of it is the supply. So you're seeing investment banks like Cantor Fitzgerald, you're seeing Coinbase and others that are now running large-scale Bitcoin lending platforms. And so when Bitcoin becomes financeable, Bitcoin becomes a liquid asset you can hold. So basically, not liquid in terms of trading, but you post your Bitcoin as collateral and you can borrow dollars, then go out and buy more Bitcoin or buy other assets. That sinks supply. It creates a supply sink that didn't have that type of size previously. And so that alongside the stablecoin adoption is off the charts. So the banking system of crypto, the on-chain banking world, is coming together between stablecoins, on-chain treasuries, tokenized assets, on-chain finance. That is the foundation for our banking system. And so we already have dollars in banks in the traditional fiat world, and that allows us to go build applications, build stores. We now have that foundation in crypto, and we're on the cusp of the on-chain banking system.